Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's video. I'm going to share with you 12 cybersecurity tasks that should be at the top of your cybersecurity to-do list. There are cyber attacks roughly every 39 seconds. Somebody somewhere is getting attacked and getting their data breached. That means there are an estimated 2,200 or more attacks daily. You can protect yourself and your business with the best practices I'm going to share with you today. You need to take cybersecurity seriously to protect yourself from being a victim. The first and one of the most important tasks on our list is to remind you to keep your software up to date. It's extremely important to update your Windows operating system. Don't ignore these update notifications as they will include valuable protection. But wait, it's more important than updating Windows. There are other programs that you need to keep up to date. Companies such as Adobe or QuickBooks update their software regularly. Apply these as well. Did you know that hackers use what's called brute force attacks to crack passwords? The second job you have is to enable two-factor authentication. Add an extra layer of protection by requiring more information. Two-factor authentication verifies your identity on top of your username and password. Some applications will have the ability to send a text message or a code to an app on your phone. You enter this information after you've entered your username and password. It's a double check that limits hackers' ability to compromise your account. Have you ever received an email that looks like it came from a company you trust? You might even do business with them. It might look like it comes from PayPal or Amazon. Others might appear to come from shipping companies such as UPS or FedEx. Third in our list is to check links before you click. Ask yourself, would this company really send me a link or ask me personal questions? You can often detect a bad link by hovering over it. Then look at where the link is really trying to take you. Fourth, double check sites for HTTPS. If a site has HTTPS, you'll notice a lock in the URL. Only encrypted websites will be marked with HTTPS. This marks a site as a little bit more trustworthy. Don't enter any sensitive information on any site that doesn't have a lock. But now remember, the bad guys know how to encrypt their sites too, so don't blindly trust just any website. Job number 5 is to use strong passwords. Creating more complex passwords takes a little bit more effort on your part, but with password managers, you don't have to worry about remembering stronger credentials. Plus, you can avoid repeating passwords across accounts. Now let's talk about strong passwords for a minute. Here's a graphic that demonstrates how quickly simple passwords can be cracked. Make sure your passwords are strong so they're harder to crack. 6. Avoid public networks unless you have the proper protection of a VPN or something similar. Wi-Fi hotspots are convenient, but you may sacrifice your security. Public connections could be hijacked. Using them without protection might leave you vulnerable to malware, viruses, or login credential theft. A couple of examples of public Wi-Fi are coffee shops or even hotel rooms. Backing up your information is 7th on our list. At minimum, you should back up daily. This protects you from malicious actions, disasters, and other accidents that might cause data loss. You need at least 3 copies of your data, one of them in the cloud. Number 8, scan external devices for viruses. What's an external device? It could be a thumb drive or a hard disk that you plug in using USB. If you get one of these devices from somebody else, be absolutely sure to scan them. External storage devices can be infected with malware. Before connecting removable devices to your computer, scan them. 9. Don't leave devices unattended. Make sure that you keep track of devices like your phone or laptop. Make sure they're secure. Best not leave them in your car or somewhere else where they could be stolen. Make sure that any device that you have isn't kept logged in when you walk away. Simply don't leave any device unattended. You don't want thieves to access your passwords or other confidential data. 10. Protect your mobile devices. Keep your device's operating system up to date. Make sure that you lock your device with a PIN number and use data encryption where possible. Some phones will even allow you to use biometrics such as a fingerprint or a face scan. Also, install only the apps you trust. Make sure they come from trusted sources. 11. You can standardize how you approach cybersecurity. Have a written risk management plan. Decide how your business will react to attacks. This will help you cut the risk and react more quickly. And number 12, educate your employees. According to Verizon, 82% of breaches involve human errors or misuse. Teach your employees about the basics of cybersecurity. Ensure they consistently follow best practices. Take action. No matter your business size or industry, you are always a target for hackers. Okay, we've just shared 12 things you need to do to protect yourself. It's a world where cyber criminals are constantly trying to eat your lunch. If you're like most people, cybersecurity is not at the top of your list of things you know how to do. Coming up with an effective plan may take quite a bit of research and evaluating at least 7 vendors to implement 5 or more best practices. This can get very costly in short order if you have to do this yourself. How much do you value your time? Rich or poor, we only get 24 hours in a day. Would you like to take a shortcut? If you're not a cybersecurity expert, you might want to lean on the experience of others that have already done the hard work for you. That's where Security on a Shoestring comes in. You get all of the basics covered. There's a multi-engine antivirus and cloud-based firewall. What does that mean? It means that you get protection from 15 leading antivirus vendors in one application. You also get backup. If you keep your covered computer online, every day your entire computer will be backed up. Remember those patches and updates we talked about? Our software will make sure that your PC and most common applications are kept up to date automatically. You can think of us as your pit crew. Every night, our systems make sure that you have the latest and greatest updates. Plus, as a bonus, we monitor the health of your computer to detect the most common hardware issues before they put you out of commission. Finally, you get access to us. Many IT support vendors will sell you a package that includes all-you-can-eat support, regardless of whether you need it or not. With Security on a Shoestring, you pay as you go. You'll have someone you trust to call when you need them without a bloated price tag. Click the link below to get started with Security on a Shoestring.